Hello? Is anybody there? Hello? I guess it's all messed up. I changed the timing from 4 to 2, and I thought I sent out the email about the change, but I think it didn't work out, or the email didn't go through or something, because there is nobody here. But I'm going to go ahead and record the webinar, record the video and send out, and you guys don't have to come on like 4 o'clock today. Apology again, there's something came up and I must go, so I decided to do it. Like I said, that I sent out the email through GoToWebinar website, but it looks like that it didn't happen. So it's 2 p.m. but nobody's here. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and then just record the video anyway. Okay, I don't know what to do, but that's the only thing that I can do. All right, so let's take a look at this. This is a Cad Index Monthly, very important to see. This is the trend line. I was expecting that we're gonna go and touch that trend line, and this number has been touched, 57.51. But if you can see here, it is the high we made is 57.73, right? So this number has been touched at 57.73 actually. 57.58 is right there, and so this is 57.37, 57.41. So you see, it's a lot of numbers here: 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is the big one. So it is coming off that level without touching the TL. So it's okay as long as this number holds. We're gonna see a drop probably, and then this weekly chart like this. So we went up nice and clean in a straight line to the upside, and hacking the pipeline and all of that was like a contribution for this strength in Cad index. Canadian dollar is connected to the oil, so that's what happened. When oil is in shortage or maybe in like demand, then Canadian dollar gets strong. So that's what happened. But the news are coming that the pipeline is fixed and all that, and then the supply will resume soon. So CAD probably gonna retrace a little bit, normalize again, maybe come back all the way to this number, right? So who knows? But it's dropping now, right? So CAD probably gonna get weaker in this week. So now let's take a look at the US dollar index. Now, US dollar index this is what it is doing here. Okay, the US dollar index, this is a monthly chart that we're supposed to bounce either from 89.61, or if we drop, we're gonna drop to this number 87.56 and then bounce. But the bounce is imminent, and this is a big drop here, and we have to have a retracement back to maybe around these one of these numbers. So we start bouncing from 89.61. We went up to this number here, 94.59. And we posted here is 95.41, a little bit more than that. And then from there, start dropping again back to this number and kind of like holding above. So weekly chart, you can see this is what it is, 89.63. We are above that, bouncing from there. On a 40-minute chart, this is how it is. So 89.71.61, we bounce from there, then drop again, and then bounce one more time from that number, 89.71. We went up to 1991 and then drop. But if you put the fib from here to here, what you're going to see here is this. Okay, so now You see this hit 61%, and we are a little shy of 23% line, and the market closed on Friday just above that. So if this is, we consider that this is a touch of 23% line, or maybe we can just play around this, a little bit up here, then it's almost touched, right? You see that? So this one is 61%, and then this is 23%. So then usually it goes back to 78%, which is 91, 71, 60 area. Now this zone for it to make a girdle, right? So that is a possibility. We're looking strength in USD. So if it goes there, USD gonna get it strong. So if USD gonna get it strong and CAD is gonna get weaker, then what will happen to USD CAD? Obvious, gonna go up, right? Do we have a chance or a scenario that it will go up that will confirm that, okay, that's what it is? Now, this is the chart I made yesterday, or today, or whatever, yesterday. And then this is where we are. So in the last webinar, if you can see my recording, I said that the target is 2060. It's going to come down here and then bounce. So it came down and stopped, placed a doji here as a week. The last week, this is how we end up making a doji here, right? And it is a nice reversal candle at the end of the move. So this could be the end of the move, and then we bounce at least back to this area, at least. And the scenario in USD, especially CAD index coming off that level, and USD is all the way dropping and then bouncing from 23% line, very good chance that USD will get strong and CAD will get weaker, and both together will drag this pair to the upside. And it should, because it's a long distance in a straight line. So at least, I like said, maybe here or maybe all the way to 2680, I'm expecting a retracement. Okay, so time will tell, but looking at the 40-minute and the 20-minute, and we can get there. That's one thing, right? So USD CAD to the upside, be ready. Very nice setup here, right? With the CAD, and then CAD now is going to get weaker. We just saw, or it is getting weaker. Then what? Remember the last week I gave, I showed you the setup around CAD Yen. Very nice setup. Let's go take a look if we are back inside the TL. Because of the CAD weakness, we can. But Yen is weak also, so maybe not. All right, here it is now. See, because of even the CAD is going to get, it got weaker a little bit, and it's going to get weaker more. But on the other hand, Yen is keep getting weaker as well. So we are messing around here, and these are the numbers that, we are 90.28, and still this one is above the TL. Very nice, strong TL, but these are the highs, these are the lows, and these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers here to stop it, and it will get stopped here eventually. All right, because I'm expecting Yen to reverse also. So if that happens, CAD is gonna get weaker, and this pair will drop. So let's see. Forget about this for now. So USD, with the USD and Euro, let's take a look at the Euro. USD, we saw that it might be getting strong. So what is the Euro is doing? Euro weekly, this is how it is. It bounced twice from 29.86, right? And this is the monthly chart here that I'm expecting this all the way down here. Euro is supposed to get weaker, but it's hanging above this number here, right? 29.01 and 29.86. Where the heck is that number? 29.86. Right there, right? So this is 29.86 to the top, and at the bottom you have this number 29.01. Let's see here. Okay, so 29.86 or 29.01, basically the same, not the same thing. 29.01, but the 29.86 is above that, definitely. So it's like 20, it's like 30, consider 30. So 29.86, and you have these, 3004 and all that. and then going to the upside, hitting 3084. So it is like a sandwich in between, and this is what's happening here. 3084 is right there, 2986 is right there, and it is just like playing ping pong. So very much it is in depending on the news, whatever kind of news gonna come out. Now here, if you pull the fib from there, really there is nothing to see except that it might be ending going to the upside at 88% for a bad pattern. Maybe, maybe not. But I really don't think that the euro is going to get strong that much. But time will tell, because the fundies are messed up, and obviously the chart is messed up as well. So nothing concrete here. It's just drop and then it bounce, and we are in sandwich in between these two numbers, right? So either way, we can prevail. We can go below 29.86 back to 29.01 and lower 28.17 maybe. And if we go above 30.84, then we will go to 32.21 and even higher. But given that the US dollar probably going to get strong, this probably going to get weaker. So I'm, to the downside on this one. Okay, 30.84. A 40-minute looks like this. It is a short scenario right now, but it was all along here. It went up, but again, it came down. And 20-minute, you can see euro index is just like this. So it's, the price is more like to the downside, more here, and then not much here, not much here. So, 40-minute is definitely down. You see the red line turning here to the downside. It was going up, and now down. All right, just flattening here now, but more to the downside still. And so let's see. But I like to, it to go down, right? So USD get it strong, and if euro gets weaker, then euro USD should be able to go to the downside as well. Let's take a look if that is the scenario, or at least it can offer something like that. So this is how it is. Here you pull the fib all the way up to this move to the upside, then we have a 38%, and now it went up a little bit. So it's not nothing, no harmonic pattern or Elliott wave, but if you pull the fib from this low, you can see it's a 78% hit and back to 23% line, right? So that is what the scenario is, that we go back to for a butterfly pattern 127 level, which is this one here, right? So into this area or any close by number, that will do it, right? So if US dollar start getting strong, we're gonna go down, and could be I would say that just above this, this is a big number, horizontal, right? So if we make our target like 1638 or 1537 for now, and see what happens. So if we come all the way here, then we will see, right? So first thing first, we have to stop here, then go down below 2041, then target would be 1876, and so on and so forth. But I like to be, like to the downside here. You see 2154, this low here. So that is stopping it, and exactly 23% line, basically 2172. Stop the move. So let's see what happens as a US dollar start to get strong. We should see, we should be able to see some downside scenario here. Euro USD, right? CAD is gonna go up. How about I want to show you another thing, is that Frankie, usually I don't see it, but lately I'm looking into it. So last week I said that it's gonna go up, and this would be the target, or maybe this number here, 1106, 1119. And the highest so far we made is 1104. So 1106 is the one that's stopping it. If we go above that, then we're probably going to go see this 1119. But I think that the 1106 is going to stop it, and then we're probably going to make the turn to the downside. Doing so, Frankie is going to get weaker. So if USD getting strong and Frankie is getting weaker, then USD Franc should be bouncing and going to the upside. So let's see if there is any scenario, just like USDCAD, the beautiful support and might be going to the upside. So I see this here cooking, and then if you pull the fib here, this is USD Frankie weekly chart, right? So if you pull the fib to this last drop here, then we went up straight to 61%, came down straight to 22% line, and we are just holding there. So if we can stay here very easily with the scenario that USD gonna get strong and Frankie may get weaker, we should go up from 61.23 back to 78. So this would be the target, 96.14, if we can start going to the upside. Check the 40-minute. This is how it is, right? On a 78% hit here. This is a small version. If you pull the fib from here to here. So the first thing first that we expect that after 78%, either it's gonna go back to 38% or 23%, and then drop all the way down, right? That's one thing. Or continue to go to the upside like this one is showing, right? So now according to this chart, the weekly chart, 96.14 is the target. But here, if we go back to 38%, that's 92. So 96 is way up there, above this, right? So first thing first, let's see if we can, from 90.13, we go back to 92.50 at least. And then the chances are that either is going to go up, fulfilling this scenario, right, all the way to 96, or it can drop here from 38%, 78, 38, and 127 all the way down to this number, to 87.02, right? It depend. It all depend on the USD, how the USD will be acting at that time once we get there. So right now, USD seems like it's gonna get strong, and Frankie might get weaker if we start dropping. They're not doing so, right? USD not getting strong right now. No, it wasn't on Friday, and Frankie is still getting weaker. On Friday, it was getting weaker. But this is how I do it. This is how I try to catch the turning point. It makes sense that, okay, this is the area that probably we're going to have a turn, so that we can get in early and pick up some big trades. The other scenario is that they may go whatever they were doing in the same direction. For example, USD get more weaker, and then Frankie gets more strong. The Frankie go maybe 11 or 11.19 area, so it's going to drop a little bit more here, 89.52 or maybe 88. All of these numbers here, right? So it can continue dropping, right? And if that's the case, obviously on a 20-minute chart, we will be looking for short scenario, short setup. But be ready. It looks like that the upside move is more feasible to me, right? So if that happens, we can get in early. That's the case. So for the 40-minute chart, if we get a reversal candle here, you jump on the 7-minute chart and make an entry from there. And that scenario, by the way, I have it open here. Let me show it to you that what really happened on Thursday or Friday or something like that. I post a Telegram. Let me see if I have it here. No, not this one. Okay, this is the Telegram, right? So I posted here that GU was making a 40 long and a 20 short at this level, 40.39, right? So I wanted to know that, okay, who can find and take the 7-minute chart, and once you take the show, right? And people probably got some, didn't understand me or something, but I didn't get any email at all, or any chart that anyone took it. So maybe misunderstanding or something. So I said, show me the entry from 7-minute chart when it shows up, right? So I don't know, maybe I didn't convey my message clearly. So, but I didn't get any. So nobody took it. I doubt it, right? So, but if you have, then please show me. Send me the email and send me the chart so I can look at it, right? And what I did, you see this 40, let me show you where it was cooking. This is the chart, the other broker here, and then I set up, for my profile with 4 charts, remember? So this was the setup here. That reversal candle here was completed and 40-minute setup was ready. So that's what I said, that GU 40-minute chart, long, 40 long, but at the same time, this time, you see this yellow line? This is the same time I already marked these lines. So this is the time this yellow here was making a short reversal candle on the 20-minute chart. So we have this and we have that. 40-minute chart long, 20-minute chart short. So after that, what we do is, the idea is to check the 7-minute chart for the entry. Usually what happens is that 40-minute chart works out, right? Let's say 80-20. So 80% chances that the 40-minute chart will work out if it is a nice long or short setup. Then the 7-minute chart goes in that direction. And 20% chance that this 20-minute will stop the move and then we will drop. 40-minute will negate. So that's why it's important to go. Now, this is the time, 1730. So if you look at this one here, this is the time here. So it was here. The price was here. So you can see the yellow line was, like I said, that when that happened, usually what you have, the 7-minute chart in no man's land. You can't go short, you can't go long. To go long, we have a fifth condition, that the yellow not only have to above the adjacent black line, the thin black line, but also have to be above the red line. So that wasn't the scenario. Everything else is fine, but that's the scenario is not there. And then to go short, you have to have the yellow below the black line and the red line. So here it was below the red line, but above the black line. So that is a no-no as well. But it started dropping here, and then it didn't drop much. It went up a little bit here, but it's still, the yellow and the black is mixed up and messed up, right? So, and given that the 40-minute chart was long, I was kind of skeptical, and should be, because the yellow is not clearly below the black yet. It is below the red, fine, right? So I said, well, let me just wait one more dip and see what happened. And, I might get a clear short entry. So it dropped a little bit more, and then it was going up, and then I was ready here to take a short if it will show up. But we never got here a short entry, and the price went above the yellow again, right? All the way to red line, just like here, and then came down, found support on the yellow line, which, remember the condition I said, that make sure that you go long above the yellow and go short only if the price is closing below the yellow. So there is no short here. But then again, the problem is that there is no long here either. Yellow has to be above the red. So 1, 2, 3 times. But then again, instead of coming down, it went up, right, in the favor of 40-minute. And that's what I was expecting. So it went up, and then it dropped, and this indicator now here came all the way down. And now you can see that this is a nice, clear 7-minute long setup, right? So yellow is above the black as well as above the red. This indicates all the way down, and we have a higher low. So after that, this blue candles, right? Couple of blue candles, and you're supposed to open a trade. So I did. And then I placed my SL behind the dotted line, which is the daily open line, not too far away. And it was wobbly here, and then all of a sudden it started to go up. But obviously it was Friday. So, and the Friday is pretty much that day, unless you have something, extraordinary, some kind of news or some reason. But usually Friday, just the market dies out. And as it is, it's the month of May. It's in exactly the middle of the month of May, and then we're slowing down big time, right? So it went up nicely and then ended up here. This is the chart with my entry here. Buy entry, see that exactly here? When it start to go up, I may open a trade here. Your chart may look a little bit different because it's a different broker, right? So, but yeah, so few blue candles. I opened the trade here, so it came down, up, down, and then my SL goes just below this white dotted line, which is a daily open line, and that held nicely, and the price went up. It's only 25 pip, but the reason that I made this chart, usually I don't make the chart 25, 30, 40 pip, right? But just to show you guys that the entry was there, and this is the system. This is how you take it usually, and I would say 80 to 90% of the time when you have a 40-minute setup, and it will work out, and the chances of working out is 80%. But when it start to work out, you will first enter in, or you will see a possible 20 minutes short setup, opposite direction. If you have a 40 long, then you will see a 20 short, possible 20 short. Now it's not playing out, but it will, cooking, right? So now you have to go in a 7-minute chart and be very careful to see what the heck is happening and will happen. And then as well as, you have a weekly chart here showing that what possible. So, it is, it was going up. This the previous week, pound USD also were going up. So the upper scenario was pretty much alive. And if you can see here that my target was 42.37, and we hit that once, and then we drop here, and we bouncing again. So this is the number, I think it's 3684, right? And then we came down here, 3680.84 here, right? And then we going up here one more time, maybe 42.37. So the scenario was to the upside here. You can see it's all up, up, up. And you came down here, 3680, and after that it went up and staying above the wave, and then going again to the upside, and then another 40-minute nice setup. So I was like, okay, maybe long is the one to to take, the way to go, and surely it worked out that way. Okay, so this was the first nice entry. So 40-minute to 7-minute, this is the game, right? After that, after like a little bit of move to the upside, then possibility is that it will drop and make a 20-minute setup after the retracement, and then continue go to the upside, because this, if you have to go all the way to 42 something, we are now at 40.92, 42.37 is the target again, one more time, or even higher. But maybe not, because the USD strength, right? So it may stop here, okay, and whatever it is may finish here, and then we might be dropping. So let's see what happened when the market opens up. Friday market close, and after that weekend comes, and it's a lot can happen over the weekend. So we're gonna be watching it, and like I said, that USD, I'm expecting USD to get strong, so that could stop this up move, and then we may actually drop, right? If we start dropping, and if we get a reversal candle here at this area, then what we need to do is that we need to see if this thing goes back to the yellow line goes back to below red line, and then you get a nice short setup, and that will be the way to go. All right, so this is how and why I tweeted that this is what's happening, and that happened. This happened a lot of pairs, in a lot of pairs. You will see at least 5, 6, 7 40-minute setups in a week. If you can just take maybe a couple of them, like maybe 2, 3 setups, that will do the job. That will give you at least 150, 200, 250 pip trades usually. In the big movers like EURUSD, Aussie, pound yen, right? So if you have one of those setup, 40-minute setup, look for 7-minute setup in the same direction. Once in a while, like I said, that 20-minute will work out, but usually 75 to 80% time, 7-minute goes in the direction of the 40-minute chart. And that is a powerful technique to use. Like I said, that from the 7-minute chart, one more condition that I said, that be careful that you go long when you have at least couple of candles closing above the yellow and short couple of candles closing below this yellow line. This yellow line, I saw that oftentimes work as a support resistance big time. Like here, you see this, it went above the yellow and then bounce. It could be 89, which is a thin black line, but I would say pay attention to the yellow, like for example here, right? Trying to stop. And then 89 is just next to it, right? It's not too far, basically. So this is how it is. Now, let's go back to a normal. So this is the USD franc. I'm expecting that an up move, and then after that, once we reach here, we will see that if we go to 96 area or drop back to this area, right? Now, CAD, with the CAD, what do we have? We have pound CAD, right? So if CAD is going to get weaker, what is going to happen to pound CAD? Let's take a look. If pound CAD is ready to go up, remember the last week I said that it's probably not going to go up because of the CAD. The CAD is getting strong, but after a little while it will make the turn, and that is the scenario coming up now. So here, the last week, first the week before last week we posted a doji. Now last week we posted a bullish candle. So it's kind of like at the end of the move, this scenario is the candlestick formation is a reversal formation, and price may reverse from here. And you are right now, it's this big number here, 70.52. So if you look at the 40-minute chart, this is how it is. Forget about this fib here. And now this is a scenario. This could be like inverse head and shoulder kind of thing here. It may dip a little bit more. Be careful, right? It can dip here again one more time to this low here, and then maybe go up all the way, right? But it looks like that it's inverse head and shoulder pattern here, and it will work out. So yeah, the upper, the scenario is to the upside. I will go. I will wait and then take the long, not the short on this pair, watching the CAD index if it is going to drop. Okay, let's go take a look at the pound. Let me show you the monthly chart. This is the monthly chart, pound CAD. Okay, so see this here? This is very, very badly ranging, basically, this pair for months and months. I mean, since here it's like this is 2020, January 2020, and that's what 2021 in April, so a year and a half ranging. So be careful when you're trading this. You see, this is what's happening here. So even from here to here, badly ranging. It's a short range. This is a big range, but now the range got short, and this is what it is. But my earlier wave count is telling me that we need to go up here for wave C, and that scenario is kind of building up right now. Now, for that, not only we need CAD weakness, but might as well have a little bit of pound strength, right? That will help a little bit. So is that the scenario? Can we have pound helping us here? Let's take a look. Pound index. So if pound gets strong a little bit, that will be the way to go. Now, this is the pound index monthly chart, and I was showing this chart for the long time, right? That we will probably going to go up, hit the TL, and then drop. And this is the chart I made on 13th. That anywhere somewhere here, right? We still have a room to go up and hit the TL. So probably everybody is trying to get there, and then maybe we will drop or break the TL. Once we get there, we will see, right? But the target is still to the upside and the TL. Weekly chart is this. That is the monthly TL coming, right? And this 70.82 monthly low, and that is the target. So last week you can see nice, clean, big bullish candle. One more candle like this week, and we will hit the target. So pound, yes, pound is going to get strong probably one more week, and that will definitely take pound CAD to the upside. But if this is the scenario, then what about some other pairs? Some other pairs means, let's say, pound yen. Before that, we will take a look at the yen index to see if we see any downside move or any weakening, or I mean strength in the yen index, right? But right now the yen index is getting weaker badly. It was wobbling here, and I said we're probably going to go up to these highs, and it start to go there again, right? And probably it is it has its eye on these numbers, one of these numbers now. So the scenario is that yen is keep getting strong, right? Can it go all the way to this TL? Possible, but that will destroy a lot of pairs, right? So first thing first, we need to get to these numbers, and especially the biggest number I see that we're trying to go and hit is 58.18, right? So we are now 57.48, less than 100 pip. We're gonna get there, and doing so, we are constantly getting weaker. And this is the scenario on a 20-minute chart. Remember the chart I made that we're gonna bounce from here and go into this area and hit the 57.24. So we did, but we are continue going to the upside. So even if we have to go to the upside, I would say that we may drop a little bit back to these highs, this one and this one, or this one, and then bounce and go to the upside again. So be careful. We need to be careful here, or you can see that this thing is capable of going in a straight line way to the upside, right? So from here to here is a lot of distance, right? So this can go into this area without any problem. So if 7-minute chart giving you a long setup, just take it seriously, right? So this is a long setup. This is a long setup. This was a long setup on Friday, and then it went up. It may drop, like I said, and then make another long setup, and at that time you will say, okay, now yen start to get weaker again, and then euro yen, USD yen, pound yen, Aussie yen, Cad yen, they will start to go up again. Not before that. So correlate between these two, like index and the charts. So see, index is ready to go up, the chart is gonna go up as well, and then look for the setup, proper setup in that direction. So maybe a little dip and then go up, or continue going to the upside. Either way, yen is weak and yen is going up, and it's gonna drag all the yen pairs to the upside, right? So pound, we just saw that it's keep getting strong, and it still have a room to go to the upside to hit the upper tier. So that way, I can say that the pound yen still have room to go to the upside. Let's go take a look at what the heck is happening in pound yen. And can we go long this week as well? So pound yen, this is the weekly chart, and this is the monthly chart. Again, just like pound index, we have very little room here to go up to the upside to 56.30. And here right now we are at 54. So that's 230 pip to the upside, 56.30, and probably this TL will hit at the same time, or maybe 56.57 here, right? This high, and the TL, or just the TL. So somewhere there, it will make the turn probably, right? So 40-minute chart is this, it's extended. Be careful. 20-minute chart is like this, right? So in the volume time, whatever gives or comes in front of you, we're gonna, we just take it, right? Long, but 95% of the time, I would be on the long side. I would not try to go short in this one just yet. 7-minute, don't even think about 7-minute entry here right now. It's only 20-minute. I will see the long on the 20-minute. Okay. So let's see on a 40-minute, it's like I said, it's extended. It can drop here. Remember, I just showed you the yen index that it's extended a little bit up on the upside. So it can retrace a little bit, and that will make the yen strong. And this pair will drop maybe back to this high here, right? And then touching the yellow line, make a long scenario again, just like here, and then go up, right? So that would be the ideal situation to go long. So I'll be waiting for that. For that to happen. And any other yen, the Cad yen, we saw that it already broke to the upside. What about Aussie yen? What about Aussie index first? Let's take a look at the Aussie index. If it is gonna get it strong, any strong at all. So last week this is what happens. It got strong. This is a daily chart, by the way. Okay, you can see how nicely it's, it's. Let me show you the weekly chart first, and then monthly chart is this. So monthly chart, you have a lot of wicks to the upside at 78%. So people are trying to sell it to the downside, right? It should push it to the downside. Now that's not happening. It's just keep getting strong again and again. Why? Because the fundies keep coming in that way. So 47.26 is holding very, very strongly here. This is how the 47.20 line here is 1, 2, 3, and then we bounce from 4. We are getting into the short scenario, but we were here short scenario, and then it came down, and then it went up short scenario again. It came down and then broke above it, right? So be very careful. This is it's confused. It is drunk right now. It's just going up and down, wobbling, right? Anything can happen, but it is strongly to the upside. So, people are trying, and it also trying to go down, but not being able to go below 47.26. So if that's the scenario, you may get strong, and then Aussie is keep getting weaker. Then Aussie is probably gonna get strong, and yen is keep getting weaker. So Aussie yen maybe again, just like pound yen, might go to the upside one more time. So let's take a look if that is the scenario. And this is how this weekly chart is. Aussie yen is this. Now the problem here is Aussie yen is at a big, big number, holding and then posting a divergence here. You see that? This is the number 85.30, right? So I would say that going long on this one is pretty dangerous, and then it may drop from here. 90% chances that it's gonna drop, and that is telling me that not only maybe yen is not gonna budge right now to the downside, but Aussie might get weaker. Okay, because Aussie is all ranging up and down, up and down. It can go either way. So be very careful with this 85.30 and below that to the downside. But here's the 85.30, and this is how it is. So we had a long setup and it was playing out. Like I said, that it is extended, but it is still staying bullish, which is good in a sense that you might get an entry or two. Bad in a sense that it's extended and it's kind of like risky going long, all the way to on the top of the move, right? So I'm not intended to trade this pair at all. So I'm just gonna watch for a reversal. If it doesn't come this week, doesn't matter. I don't trade this pair anyway. My favorite is like pound Aussie, Euro Aussie, Euro Yen, pound USD, like that. So, but just watch it, for the experience and for practice. It's a good pair. Now we saw the Euro Aussie, we saw pound Aussie, and let's say Aussie USD might give us a hint or two about the direction, right? So let's take a look now. This one, the weekly chart, again, this is also way to the upside, but not budging to the downside. 76.75 is a big number. 76.75 is here, and we are still staying above. We went to 8004, right? We dropped. Now we are wobbling here as well with the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar is ranging. This is ranging here as well. Now it went up all the way and staying an extended upside move. The USD strength may drop it, right? It can make it to go to the downside. So that's what I was expecting. And not only USD strength, but maybe at that time, Aussie may budge to the downside a little bit and start getting weaker, and then this pair can come down. So as long as we go below 76.75, then I will think about going short in this pair, if anything, right? Other than that, it may bounce and pop to the upside again and go towards 8066 one more time with the Aussie strength if Aussie gets strong. Right? USD is, it may get strong this week, may not, maybe not Monday or Tuesday down the road, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. So need to be very careful. As it is, it's mid of May, right? So we're slowing down. We're gonna slow down even more in June and July. Is gonna be very slow. So be careful. 40-minute chart is, it's a long. There was a long scenario above 76, 75, and it start to go up. And if you look at the 7-minute, and you're probably gonna see a nice entry, and it is going up. So this is how you can trade 7 and 40. Let me see if I can. 7-minute was there, and okay, it was. This is the no man's land, and it popped to the upside, and then it's continued going to the upside. This was kind of entry, but not the proper entry, because the price never came into this here in this area, not touching either yellow or the 89, right? So it may give you the entry. This is the characteristic of Friday. It's all messed up. So as it is, you don't want to trade on Friday. Euro Newsy, and before that, I wanted to Newsy dollar index first. Let me just show you the Newsy dollar index, and I'm expecting some weakness there. So let's take a look at that first, and then we will see the pairs, pound Newsy and Euro Newsy. Now, this is what is happening here, and according to my Elliott wave, we're supposed to go there to finish it up, but it is it went up there, and then A, B, C correction kind of things, like A, B, C went up, or you can say 1, 2, 3, small 4, or this is probably 3 and this is 4. So something is cooking and something is weird going on here. Now, 40-minute chart. Now, if you look at that, well, as it is, this one is that we were going up, we were getting strong, right? And the 20-minute chart, that's what it is. And let me just refresh a little bit. Okay, and also the weekly chart. Now this is monthly chart, right? So this is the channel, right? So it came down here, it went up like this, then it came down here, and then it's going up and probably going towards the upper TL, the upper channel TL. If that's the case, even if you put this on this one here, so let me see if it is still touched that. No, not touched, right? So we will do this, and then we place this here. Okay, so that would be the next target, and then channel is almost the same way. Not much of a difference, right? If you go with this one, almost the same, right? So that's what the channel is, and I think that it is going. But see, this 20-minute chart right now, it bounced from here very badly, right? And it went up all the way. So maybe it's gonna get weaker, make a long setup, and then go up. So be careful. It may retrace first and then go up, right? So maybe a couple of days it will be getting weaker, and then later on start to get strong. But immediate reaction when the market opens up, I think that is gonna get weaker. Okay, so need to be careful. So if it's gonna get weaker, then Euro Newsy, Pound Newsy maybe going to the upside, or maybe it just dip a little bit and then continue to go to the upside, and then that way Euro Newsy and Pound Newsy will drop. So let's take a look at the Euro Newsy first, if it is ready to drop. And this was my chart that from here we're gonna come here, but we got stuck here for 4 months since I made this chart. January, I think I made the chart. Now we are in May, but the scenario is still the same. All right, so we are like this, down, up, down, up, down, up, and then now coming down. So it's ranging into this area, but we just saw the Newsy dollar index. It's gonna go up, and eventually this thing, will drop here to this, rising TL here, all right, into this area. It's as long as it is below 68.77. So that's Euro Newsy weekly chart, and then It's pretty messed up, so be careful, okay? See if you can see this, maybe wave 1, 2, then it's probably going to go wave 3, 4, 5. Refresh the chart to see what happened. What about the pound newsy? Is this ready to go to the downside, pound newsy? Let's take a look. Now, pound newsy is at the brink of breaking this rising TL and go down, right? It is, at this number here. It is below this number here, 98.38. This is the rising TL. Even if you make it a ray exact connecting here, let me see. Okay, so see, we are just at that TL, right? This is like impulse correction, impulse, and this was a correction, and now to the downside. So this is a monthly chart and this is a weekly chart, and you can see that we are, we try to go up last week, bullish candle, but halfway we retrace back here, and 94.16 is the one, and 94.26 is there, with the strength in Aussie dollar. And but the thing is that we earlier saw that pound probably gonna get strong a little bit, right? So it may go up a little bit first, and right now we have a long scenario, long setup. So that's what I said. That be careful. It may go up and then turn to the downside later on. So be careful. When the market opens up, it can go to the upside. Okay, forget about this. Where is the fib coming from? Right here. Okay. Okay, here to here, if you pull the fib, we are at 50%. And, yellow is above the black. Here we are at the level here, 94.16. So we can go back to 23% line of this level and then drop all the way to 88%. Right, so I would probably wait for that when it goes up, or if you can find a 20-minute long setup, yes, why not, right? But right now, probably it's short. See, so you're gonna see a short setup first. Again, the same scenario, 40 long, 20 short. The one I just showed you on pound USD, that probably gonna happen. So I went down here all the way. It's 50% retracement on the 40-minute chart. Now it's gonna go back up. 7-minute probably already giving you a long setup here. If you look at it, well, you have to reach, Okay, here. All right, I think I did the wrong one. Is this? Oh, the message didn't come. That's why. Now, the heck. 33.7, right? 33 and 7. Okay. Pound news. All right. That's the way it is. That's the way it is, right? So this is how it is, and so still it's a nice short setup here. On a 20-minute, it's down there, and a 40-minute is just got the reversal candle, but it hasn't turned bullish yet, right? So if it is going to go up here, 7-minute has to turn bullish before you take the entry to the wrong side. That would be the way to go. Short only if you have a nice decent 20-minute short, which is it's not the very nice short setup because it never touched the yellow or the black here, right? So this would be a short. This would be a short, but anyway. So this is but all in all, it is sitting here. You can see here that it can drop anytime. With that, and that is telling me that the pound probably gonna get weaker down the road, and or newsy, we just saw that newsy dollar has to go to the upside to touch the channel TL. All right, so it will. Euro yen, we'll take a look at the euro yen. Euro Yen monthly chart, you can see that I was expecting that this TL will hold, but nope, it is continue going to the upside. Euro was getting strong and Yen was getting weaker. But now this TL, that was this one, so we broke. Now I'm expecting this TL to hold here, and 78% is hit basically right now. So if that is going to hold this pair, Euro, we saw that probably going to get weaker, but at the moment it is getting strong, right? It was on Friday, and Yen was getting weaker on Friday. So pair is strongly going to the upside, yes, but this could be the turning point. 90% of the chances are yes. Okay, so I will be expecting the turn here, and like I said, that if the volume time comes and the news comes out, very good news for Euro or bad news for Yen, and then you have a long setup, just go along with that for that day. But keep an eye on the downside turn, right? And after that, you have hundreds of pips to make. And this is the extended move. A lot of people say trend is your friend, but trend usually end, right? So be careful. It is look like that it is, this trend is probably going to be ending soon, and that's what you want. Okay. Yeah, so this is it for now. I showed you almost everything, and it's a lot of setups, right? Remember that Frankie, USD franc, USD CAD, all of those, Euro USD to the downside, Pound USD to the downside, and USD Yen we didn't see though. Let's take a look at that. Yen is weak, and if USD gets strong, USD Yen will go up also. So is that the case? Maybe, maybe not, right? So it already hit the TL drop, trying to go up, but basically it needs to come down. And the only way it's going to come down is if Yen start getting or making the turn. But for now, I think that it's going to go up a little bit more towards this TL, and then maybe 1065 will hit again one more time. So it's not worth trading this pair to the upside anyway, right? Euro Pound, I said that it was going to drop here because of the pound strength and euro weakness. So it came down nicely, but stopping here 85, 80, and 95, but holding below. So it may drop even more. Weekly chart is like this. 8,400 is the target. We kind of like, we broke the TL, that was this rising TL. We went up, but we couldn't sustain to the upside. Then we came below, even below 86.20, right? And now we are like 85.95 sitting there, or this number 87.20. Is it 87.21? This is 86.17. Oh, 87.21 is this one. No, it can't be. This is 84. Where the heck is 87? 87 is, okay, this I'm gonna remove this, and then I will put, this is, the low is 86.17. That's what I'm saying. So what the heck? 86, oops. 86.17 is this one. And this is 84.71, right? So this is how this euro pound looks like, and maybe just one more push to the downside here to 84. Who knows? Maybe all the way to this, but it requires a retracement, right? Nothing goes in a straight line. Yeah, that happened, but once in a while, not often, very often. So what else? What else? Any other pair? EURUSD. EURUSD. Let's take a look at the EURUSD. CAD, we're supposed to get weaker, and EURUSD supposed to go to the upside. Now, if Euro is weak and CAD supposed to get weak, then what will happen? So more weaker will take this pair to the upside. This is a monthly chart. What about the weekly chart? This is the weekly chart, right? So it is like maybe like wave 1, 2, and this wave 3. And this is the wave 4 of wave 3. So we may go up here for wave 4 before dropping one more time for wave 5 to this low here. So 40-minute chart, watch for a long scenario here to go up. You see that here, nice and clean. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So wave 5 finish, and then this is wave 4. So it may go up A, B, C back to wave 4 and then drop. So I would say long on this one, given the CAD index start to go up, this will start to go up. Okay, so first CAD index, watch the CAD index, and then this one. All right. Any other pair that I left? Pound USD, we saw it already or not? Let me take a look. Oh, okay. I think we saw it already, and this is what it is. And remember the long setup and short scenario. So with this US dollar getting strong, and then pound still have a room to go to the upside and get it strong. So it may stop here for a little while and then maybe drop later on. So this is maybe the trading time for this pair is up already, and not a very good pair to trade next week. Pound CAD, pound yen, pound Aussie. We saw almost every single thing. So this is it for now. And again, apology about this messed up. I thought that I sent out the email, but it looks like that it didn't go because nobody signed up at 2 o'clock, right? And it gave me the message that all the registrants will be notified. So if they are notified, then where are they, right? So maybe and that didn't happen or something went wrong. But anyway, this video will help. Watch it and save some time for yourself. And send me an email if you have a question or two. No problem whatsoever. If you, any one of you need a little bit of explanation about anything, I can get on the Skype. Just let me know if you need any help. Then I will try to help. Okay. I have more time now. More time and more strength. So I can do a lot of things, right? Hopefully, I'll be more active on Telegram as well. So let's see. All right. So this is it for now, and talk to you guys later.